Hello and welcome to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is a 2024 psychological horror puzzle game developed by Simogo and published by Annapurna Interactive. This game seems bananas. I'm really interested in it, and I've been interested in it since I first saw the trailer for it, which just kind of showed off its like really interesting art style and I guess art direction. The game just looks a lot like kind of like Killer 7, which is really interesting to me. I'm really glad a lot of developers are like experimenting with that game's art direction, taking cues from that. And I've also heard that it is Simogo's first like full-length game, which if you know anything about them, if you've played any of their previous games, they've made games like Year Walk, Device 6, and probably most notably Sayonara Wild Hearts. And all of those games can be beaten in like 3 hours. So I'm interested in seeing like what their first like quote unquote like big title is, because it does not seem like something that this game does not seem like a mass appeal game. This seems like a very niche product straight off the bat. So I'm really curious, just curious about it, and I know almost nothing about it, so I don't even know what the title refers to. I don't know who Lorelei is or what the Laser Eyes are. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to get started. So let's do that. Okay. Okay, camera relative controls. Interesting. Oh! Okay, interesting. Every single button interacts with a prompt or opens the menu. There's no run. Okay. Game takes place obviously in Germany. Memory recovered. This sign has been erected by the National Heritage Board and is maintained by the Augenwaldberg Resident Association in consultation with the Augenwaldberg Culture Committee. The Augenwaldberg Forest is surrounding areas were given status as a national park in 1958. Camping or lighting fires are strictly prohibited within the park at all times. Ecology and wildlife. The trees of the forest mainly consist of members of the Fagaceae family, Fagaceae family, including oaks, chestnuts, and beeches. Please report any instances of beech bark disease to the National Park Administration. The Augenwaldberg Forest is the home of many species of animals, including wildcats, badgers, bats, deer, and wild boars. The forest is Central Europe's largest colony of boreal owls. History and culture. Archaeological findings dating as far back as a Paleolithic era suggest that the grounds were considered holy. Today, because of its cultural history, it remains a favorite spot for artists, and countless films, books, and other works have been created or conceived here. For hundreds of years, the land was owned by the Schwarzwald family. Schwarz means black, doesn't it? So what does Wald mean? After which, the last member was renowned painter Renata Schwarzwald. After her tragic death, the state used the building as a home for the blind, after which the structure was sold and turned into the first hotel in the region. Interesting. The origins of the mausoleum on the land is unknown. It should be the origin. The origin of the mausoleum on the land is unknown. In fact, whether someone is buried inside or not has been a source for debate by local historians. The cemetery administration has refused the exhumation of the mausoleum. The site is home to a myriad of legends and mysteries. Reports of ghosts are plenty, and many visitors have tried to find a fabled treasure, but whether it has ever existed is unknown. What mysteries will you find here? Okay. It looks like there's a little arrow pointing off the first left. We'll definitely want to look around in there eventually. It's too late to go back. It's locked. Use car key. Tampons. Look in the glove compartment. There's an instruction booklet and a letter. Thank you for selecting the Lorelei and the Laser Eyes software. Please read this instruction booklet to ensure proper handling and maximum enjoyment. Save this instruction booklet for future reference. 2014 Simogo AB. This symbol is your guarantee that Simogo has developed this product and as such meets our standards for great workmanship, quality, and artistic value. So they're already breaking the fourth wall. That's fun. But the interesting thing about this is that this is the second game I've played this week at the time of recording that has had an in-game instruction manual. Before playing, what really happened at this old hotel? Who are you? Who are the other visitors? The goal of this game is to find the truth. To get the most out of this game, play in a quiet and dimly lit environment, check, with pen and paper at hand. Oh no, I do not have pen and paper on me right now. I am still in the process of moving into my new house, and all of my notebooks are packed up. This might be a fun excuse to buy a new notebook. This game requires knowledge of real-life systems like the 24-hour clock, Roman numerals, Arabic numbers, and other such-like concepts. Parts of this game deal with and depict sensitive subjects and themes. Player discretion is advised. Controlling the game. The game uses contextual controls, of which only the most common scenarios are outlined. Directional input. The player character walks in the direction pressed. If the player character has enough caffeine in her blood, she will instead run. Also used for various selections in menus and highlighting objects when zoomed in. Directional input is also used to control the magnifying cursor while viewing maps, once found. Buttons. When pressing any button near an interactable object or another character, the player character will be able to interact with and take contextual action in different ways. When the player character is not in the proximity of anything, pressing the button will allow her to introspect. The introspection screen allows you to view various information you come across during your adventure. On the main page, you can monitor various information about the player character's status, needs, and health. You can also review how much of the truth has been recovered. A 100% truth recovery is not needed to complete the game. Photographic memory. Every letter, document, note, and other important information found throughout the game is stored at the player character's memory. This information can be retrieved and viewed at any time. Current possessions allows you to see what the player character is currently carrying in her bag. Notes about each object's provenance, characteristics, and such can also be viewed from here. Mental notes keeps track of things to do. When a task has presented itself in the game, a note is made and is visible on the screen for a few seconds. These tasks are stored for later viewing in the mental notes and are crossed out when cleared. Personal history keeps a chronological record of events which have occurred in the game. This includes character encounters, new locations, etc. After finding a bite-sized system, you will also be able to access it through the introspection screen. Saving the game. Computers are found throughout the game. From here, you are able to save or load the game. Please observe that this software does not automatically save your progress. Oh, that's good to know. Should the game end, you will have to restart from your latest save. Computers can also be used to load files from disks. It is recommended to save your game before loading unknown files. You can also use computers to find valuable information and statistics about your current playthrough. Advice and tips. Throughout the game, you will find American dollars. Different rewards you can purchase with them are not required to complete the game. Spend your American dollars wisely. The amount is finite, and new things to purchase might be discovered as you progress. In and around the hotel, you will encounter bolted shortcuts. Opening them is not required to complete the game, but can make traversal quicker. A hint on how to unlock shortcuts is hidden within the hotel. Listen very carefully if a person wearing an owl mask speaks. If your revolver is raised, it means the game could be over if you do not answer correctly. If a revolver is raised. You might not always have the required knowledge to solve a puzzle. Explore, observe, and make sure you check your memories. Some obtained information might be valuable later. A photo fell out of the instruction manual. Whoa. Scott Danganronpa blood. All right, letter. Syracuse, December 13th, 1962. This game takes place in the 60s. Maybe? Signorina, as discussed, I'm expecting your arrival at Hotel Ledzes Yar on January 7th next year. Okay, so 1963 is the year this game takes place. This project is my magnum opus, the mother goose of all birds. It is my firm belief that you can help me transcend the limitation of art for humans. We will put on a show for the eyes of the cosmos. Abimo pectore. R. Nero. What is that? Renzo? Renzo Nero? That's fun. Hmm. I like this music. Is there going to be any voice acted AM radio or anything? I just realized the floor texture is like a picture and not just like gray. I like this. I'm just wondering if there's anything hidden in here. Let's go until it repeats. Jammin'. We already heard this one. Yep. All right. Leave it unlocked, I guess. That probably seems like a mistake. Current possessions. Inspect tampons. Bought in a pharmacy in a town near the hotel, made out of absorbent cotton wrapped in wax paper. Tampons were invented in the early 1930s and are designed to absorb blood and vaginal secretions during menstruation. The lack of an applicator suggests an origin which is not American. It was not uncommon for hygiene products to be wrapped in wax paper as late as the 1960s. Moon cycles and menstruation have historically been linked, and even today many debunked myths about menstruation are widespread due to taboos, ignorance, and superstition. Car key. Came with the car. It's small, very light, and has started to crack. There is an LC logo on one side and a serial number. 1903-08-211-2040-907 on the other. The Lily Christine, or LC for short, was a Eastern European car model from Traum Automobilwerk. Its bodywork was made entirely of plastic, making it exceptionally cheap to produce. Its keys were similarly made of plastic, and accordingly easily snapped in the ignition. After Traum Automobilwerk collapsed, the corporation was confirmed to have been involved in a network of corporations which produce systems and components for materializing spectral information. That's very interesting. Mental note, meet him at the hotel. Personal history, arrived by car. 2024-520. This is the real life time. This is the real life time. This is the time of day that I am recording. Okay. So does the game take place in 1963 or right now? You're welcome, D6 2013. Okay, I can't interact. Should I lock the car door? Let's lock it, whatever. So the car is completely plastic. That's kind of a fun fact. This leads to the mausoleum. It's locked. I don't have a key for it. Unlock the gate to the cemetery. So that's not a clue, but a... So mental notes are my objectives, my goals. Dog barking. Aha. American dollar. All right, I got $1 American dollar. Lorenzo the Great. It's locked. There's a letter in the door. Tickets is scribbled in red paint below the slot. Unlock the caravan. So we need tickets. But I guess it's written in German, maybe? It looks like it says, like, Bickelpri. Biglery. I don't know. I don't know what the German or Russian or whatever Eastern European, possibly other language this game might, or Italian maybe Italian, because that was a language that the guy was speaking, wasn't it? Or Latin? I don't know what language the game is primarily in. This game has really slick cutscenes, I guess. Art direction. This game looks cool. This is the kind of game I would lose my mind over as a kid. Inspect the collar. The tag reads Rudy. Our mystery starts in the previous correspondence. Find the year. It's 1963. It's locked. Okay. This is cool. I'm going to make a weird reference right now, but there's something about this that is reminding me. It's not just the black and white nature of it, but there's something about like the cinematography that's reminding me of Werewolf by Night. Oh, I see. Here we go. So it is 1963. Pinboard. Among handwritten notes like lock gate, feed dog, and write handwritten notes, there's a typed letter. Signorina, you were as expected, clever like the mouse who finds the fresh carrot among moldy cheese. Forgive the strange welcome with a locked gate and a black dog. We have to be sure to keep uninvited guests away. Meet me inside. Our journey 116 years back in time is about to begin. The past is the key to the future. Buona fortuna, Renzo Nero. 116 years back in time. So 1963. $1857? No, 1847. Okay, interesting. Spectral eyes. Bite-size gaming system obtained. What does that do? Shut down Byte's eyes. Install game. Calculator.rom. Oh, okay, this is convenient. So 1963 minus 116 equals what? 1963 minus 116 equals 1847. Okay. I have no games to install. American dollars, found everywhere. On the front of every bill, the picture of the president has been scribbled on with black ink. He has been given cartoon mouse ears, eyes, and nose. There are stains of a red substance on each bill. On the other side, the depiction of the Eye of Providence has been consciously circled using the red substance. Dollar bills with similar doodles have been in circulation in Northern Europe for at least 4 decades. They have been linked to case 630113RN. Renzo Nero, maybe? But it is likely that the vast majority of these bills are copies by unassociated pranksters. There have been exactly 100 findings of confirmed originals. Stolen in the gatehouse, in very good condition, the bite-sized gaming system has almost no visible scratches. Very light. KLB Electronics 1982 not for resale is printed on the label on the back. The Bite Size was a gaming handheld console developed by KLB Electronics. Magazine advertisements from 1982 suggest the console would have launched the same year, but no sources have been able to verify that the console ever released. Some sources claim the device was withdrawn due to players receiving severe eye strain. The console is said to have been able to install games and applications on internal memory and display 3 colors, white, gray, and black, simultaneously on its 180 by 180 pixel display. Oh, it's a 1:1 display, just like the original Game Boy, right? That's what it used, was 1:1. Yep. Are all puzzles going to be number puzzles? Are we playing Flower, Sun, and Rain right now? Is that what's happening? It's bolted from the other side. Okay. Oh, equals 2014. Okay, hold on. 12. Hold on. 50 plus 19. Oh, this lets me. Okay, I see. I see. Let's just work at this one by one. All right, so it can't be 2385, and my guess is 1523. Plus 441 would bring us up to 1964. Plus 74, would this bring us 64 would bring us to 68 plus, right? Did it work? No. $12.62 plus $9.16 is already too much, right? That would be hold on, $12.68 plus 1, $12.78 plus 9 would be $21.08. Yeah, that's too many. Do I already suck at this? No, I got it. Okay, plus 50. Duh, I'm dumb. I just wasn't actually doing the math. All right. Is there anything here for me to investigate? Nope. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes file system. Simogo AB 1982-2014 L file system. Okay. Run statistics program. Okay. Outside. Oh, money outside the hotel 10. Money inside the hotel 25. Quiz club shortcuts. Interesting. The past Teatro Rosso. I have no idea. This is all very interesting. Let's make a save. Interesting. This game is very peculiar. Let's look for cash. Wait a second. Nope. Voltage shortcut 16. Surveillance monitor. Oh, I see. We're bringing it into focus. Man at the gate. Huh. Huh. Dreamer. Magician. These things will surely mean something to us in the future. I got $1. Lucky me. You can pet the dog. That's all. Creator. Artist. I see. There's bloody footprints leading out. There's a dollar bill right here. Beep. Got $3. I got $3. Where's the man at the gate? Interesting. There's a calling card hidden inside the hat. I am half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanting pleasure of entertaining you this evening. You complete me. Lorenzo the Great. What? Creator. Oh. artist. There's something here. If you look at the front, there's like a thing. It's the only one with like a little recess in front of it. What does it mean though? I am half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanting pleasure of entertaining you this evening. Half a magician. Well, so this one is the magician. Dreamer. And then creator, maybe? I want to know how to move this. Because clearly that one moves. There's like a little recess right here. And none of the others have it. But we don't know how that works yet. And maybe it's that lever up there. Can I walk over here? Look at that. I'm smart. All right, those are not interactable. So we can't find anything new about the interactions of these places. We do see the bloody footprints going indoors, so I'll want to follow up on that. I don't see any American dollars in the sculpture in the center, and there's no real interactable spot here. This game's like visual design is so interesting. The usage of like these aerial photographs is like very intriguing. Keep trying to see if I can like interact with that, but I can't. There's another American dollar over there. All right. Silent Hill 2 puzzle. Yep. Keypad code for the entrance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I did it in descending order, thinking the blood was dripping off. Nothing over here. Privat. Things become more defined as we get closer to them. Is this character blind? Is that what we're learning now? There are notices about events and happenings at the school. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. All right. Notice about missing script pages. Has anybody seen my lost pages last seen in my typewriter January 13th? The content has cosmic personal value. There is a substantial reward for finding all 9 of them. Please deliver them personally. I am staying in room 1963. Exhibition, 2nd floor, open all day, free admission. Among the many portraits, lithographs, and sculptures in the collection of Hotel Leticiar, guests and visitors are welcome to visit the exhibition hall on the 2nd floor. We are proud to currently be hosting the absorbing mixed media work of Lorelei Weiss, as well as our standing showing of Renata Schwarzwald's Himmelskorper paintings. I have no idea how to pronounce that. There's something written on the back of the note. Exhibition, 2nd floor, open to the enlightened. Have you taken the challenge of knowledge and are ready to step out into a world of true art? Are you the foretold no sins Mulier? Nosens Mulier? So it's Nocennsmulier. Mujer. No sense mujer? I don't know what that means. We welcome you, the real connoisseur, to see it all in the red gallery on the 2nd floor. Guided ghost tour with dinner. Backyard sign up required. Brave the haunted dark nooks and crannies of the hotel and soak up the atmosphere of centuries past. Our nightly ghost tour is exclusive to our bravest guests, as the old building is home to a wide variety of spirits, good and bad. Most famously, the Countess, who is said to stalk the hallways in search of her eyes. And who knows, perhaps you will also be invited to find and enter the many hidden passages on the tour. Please observe that pre-registration is required and that children are only allowed in the company of an adult. Notice about fortune telling and a magic show. Fortune telling and magic show locations TBA free for all hotel guests. Since its opening, the mystery of magic and fortune telling has been synonymous with Hotel Letzis Yar. Our guests can meet with the local mystic or enjoy his mysterious magic show, but be aware, he always has a trick up his sleeve. Notice about quiz. Secret location only for members, quiz night. Feeling knowledgeable? Try joining the secret quiz club. Hotel Letzis Yar is the proud home of Europe's most trying trivia nights. How trying? Well, try finding it in the first place. To those who find their way to the hallways of wisdom, we promise an elite quiz which will challenge your awareness and perhaps even put your survival skills to the test. Notice about lost document tubes. Has anyone seen our document tubes? Please come by our temporary studio in the basement if you know of their whereabouts. Thank you. Notice, elevator is out of service. We apologize for the inconvenience. Elevator service info, telephone 46 something something. Hausmeister GmbH, Nachtale 261. So yeah, this is definitely Germany. Espresso machine. A dog like all other dogs. Adieu Tbilisi plus. So a dog like other dogs and a Jew Tbilisi. Oh, is this going to require like knowledge? When did this one come out? Yvonne, Bellevue, and Alba. All right, so when we find the... I think this game is going to be a ton of number puzzles, and I think it's going to be a lot like... Phonograph. It's going to be a lot like Flower, Sun, and Rain. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. This is kind of cool. I'm testing to see if this game has actual analog movement or not. Yeah, it seems to. Ooh. Nostalgia figurines, $1, collect all of them. Nope. There are 20 of them. We'll play with that later. This should lead out and up, I think, outside, right? Nope. There's puzzles here that we will definitely investigate in a minute. These are all pretty different looking rooms. It's bolted from the other side. Water closet. It's bathroom. All right, we got to use the restroom. Wash hands or don't wash hands? We're washing our hands. There's got to be a reason why you wouldn't, right? Or is it just for flavor? Is it just to reveal the freaks in chat? All right, let's see. The obvious thing to do is walk here. There's someone talking in there. You want to change the title to Laser Eyes? More action. Have you even read what I sent you, Mr. Bob Hamburger? Is there someone with a soul I can talk to instead? I'm not being rude. If anything, I'm being too polite. Let's go upstairs. Oh, never mind. Let's explore more. Astronomical clock. Nothing. The west door is locked. Unlock the west door is our next objective. So this is exciting already. This is doing stuff. Onek Koled and Osnak. Canzone della Cano. Huh. This is an anagram, probably. And I will need to write that down to figure that out. It's bolted from the other side. Okay. Huh. It's so dreamy the way that like none of the words like mean anything. Astrologist stream. Terrible. Animal terrible. Gato Nero, the black cat. There's got to be a list of dates for... It's divided in half, too. Astrologist stream. Animal terrible. Something on the other side is blocking the way. Okay. I was not expecting this game to be math puzzles. I was not expecting it to be math puzzles, a video game. And that's a little bit scary to me personally, as a person who does math all day long. Granted, I use Excel to do math for me. Ooh, document thing. First étage. Is this the first document? Tube. Interesting. Okay. Exhibition opening 2014. Visit the exhibitions on the second floor. Do I need to set my computer timer to 14? Automobile upside down. Okay. I'm gonna try something weird. Okay, it doesn't state what year the automobile was made in, so there goes my thought. Document tube. Andrea Plan. There's a hole in the forehead of the sculpture. Interesting. The Great Lorenzo latest mystery show. Yeah, okay. No, I want to, okay. Right. Do spirits come back? The Great Lorenzo latest mystery show. Do spirits come back? This is going to be some kind of combination, right? Give me my $1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9, 4, 4, 4, right? All right, it's not for there. That's for Lorenzo's Great Mystery Show is maybe 49444. It's cool that they have these things like this. There we go. Lorenzo's Vermilion Tears, cure the blind, heal the sick. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 9, 9 for Lorenzo's Vermilion Tears. I desperately need to get a notebook to play this because not having a notebook is gonna make me lose things. I'm gonna lose my progress. I'm gonna get lost really easily, and I'm gonna lose my progress. 1963, another espresso machine. It's over here. Let's just do all of these. Playing cards into keys. Right. There we go. Lorenzo the Great. What does this mean? 1911? That's fine. So these all go into like our photographic memory, so I don't need to come back here to interact with this stuff. Bolted from the other side. Interesting. There's no one there. Well, that's where it said we needed to go because that's where the journey would move. Unlock room 2014. Room 1963 is where we want to bring something. It's locked. My guess is that we use the tampon in some sort of paint. And we get like a paintbrush. Sounds fun, doesn't it? Okay, we can't go over here. Another document tube. This game is already overwhelming me. I'm already really overwhelmed. Let's playing this might have been a mistake because I'm a real smooth-brained boy. It's really hard for me to remember things and do math on the spot. Oh boy. We're in for it now, chat. This is gonna be real tough for us. I like this music. Biographies have been torn out from the shelf. The Life and Times of Lorelei Weiss. The pages are torn out. Renzo Nero and Un Animal Terrible. Terrible. The terrible animal. Most of the book is covered in red paint, but a few pages and paragraphs are still readable. Given the recurring themes of gambling, Nero's comment about cards in a 1960s interview in Technic and Photography comes as no surprise. There is magic in cards. My childhood friend Gino could do things with cards that I have never seen since. He was good with tricks, little Gino, il bruto, a horrible gambler. He never realized that in order to win, you have to cheat. He was a simple boy who relied on luck. The game is rigged. Cheating is part of the game. The occult always had a hold on Nero, from his scrapbooks, and indeed his work, which often included elements like crystal gazing, tarots, and such. We can surmise that he was particularly interested in soothsaying. He once said to Claudia Piccini, editor on the Etymologist Stream, that he did not need to see the finished cut. He had already seen the whole film in a prophetic vision. He often said in interviews that he did not believe in fate, but to friends he often spoke about different methods to see the future. Contradictions are contrary to my beliefs, he famously wrote to his worst critic, Paul Dumont. Nero's relationship with money was complex. He would often gamble and frequently said that magic and money walk side by side in art. Yet he would contradictively often claim that money stifled creativity, calling it a red man-eating beast. Whenever he had won big, he would buy a new black suit, and he gladly spent money on diffuse creative endeavors, which were often left unfinished. He would frequently donate money to a local dog shelter since there were no anti-cat shelters to be found. No anti-cat shelters. Several friends and acquaintances have told stories about how Nero would carry around large amounts of cash in grocery bags or in his pockets, which would often result in him misplacing or losing them altogether. Besides the technical aspects, Nero had little interest in historical spectacles around Cineterzo. The apparatus was too big to create anything which would not be controlled by outside forces. In one of Nero's many manifests, there is a satirical proposal claiming that only dictators should be allowed to direct films. That's funny. I mean, that's bad, but it's also historically very funny. The holiness of creative control is a recurring theme in Nero's scribblings and work. As time passed, his opinion would swing, and he instead regarded being out of control as the only viable way to create art. Surrendering to the ether. Nero calls it in another manifest. Nero's time at Cineterzo is rarely spoken of, but he spoke of it briefly and admittedly vaguely in a 1959 interview with Swedish TV's Lars Haaland. I heard the whispers in the stomach of the behemoth Cineterzo, the old vanguard survivors from the silent era. I knew that there was an ancient conspiracy I wanted in. Nero hated distinctions and swung like a pendulum between art house and exploitation. Yet the majority of his body of work isn't entirely inaccessible. A Dog Like All Other Dogs is still frequently aired on TV in Italy and Germany, and Automobile is constantly screened at cult movie festivals. His work has found an audience, but Un Animal Terribile, I don't speak Italian. Un Animale Terribile definitely ended his already limited commercial appeal. Nero had crossed the line between eccentric and madman, and the distributor abandoned the film after its initial premiere. The first and only Cinema Sostenuto project was a Trojan Horse. An American studio, likely not too familiar with his earlier work, had been convinced that Nero would create a cheap gothic horror film, which was in vogue at the time. Had they read Nero's attached manifest, it is unlikely they would have given him assent. An early draft of the proposal suggested, hopefully jokingly, that the audience should be lined up and shot after each screening. He had great interest in technique, and his friend Kai Agats remembers their visit to Electronic Art Symposium as well. He called the whole exhibition a one-potato meal, but he kept coming back to Weiss's parodic computer, which had failed at every task given. It aligned well with his thoughts about machines surpassing humans while still being inept at everything since they were built by morons. He called Weiss a woman with laser eyes and said that he already knew they would soon work together. Okay, so we've learned a lot here. We learned a lot about him, too. This is a game about an eccentric film director and another artist named Lorelei Weiss, who he said had laser eyes. Huh? Signorina, I am happy like 1,000 children to see you. Please forgive my absence. I had some matters I needed to discuss with the Americans. Ask about the telephone call. First things first, Signorina, you must above all get to know this house. After all, it is your art that will reveal all its secrets and memories. This is crucial to the project. Now, Signorina, if you would excuse me, as you can see, raindrops fall on man and hedgehog alike. I have to go and clean off all this red paint. Call me on my room number about your findings. We must uncover everything. I'm staying in room 1963. Signorina, you will of course be needing your room key. I left it at the reception desk. Good luck, Bella. Ha! Ha! Telephone directory. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to use all of this. Is crazy. This is a lot of names. I'm guessing we're gonna have to use the telephone quite a bit. Woman painting in the garden. We're gonna need to use the telephone to look up people's names. Or we're gonna need to use the telephone to look at people's numbers, the telephone book to look at people's numbers by their names and then call them. But also we've learned he's a film director and an artist, and I'm guessing all of the padlocks are the years that his movies came out. Los Angeles, January 2nd, 1963. To whom it may concern, it has come to our attention that Mr. Nero has contracted you to work on his project. We are writing to let you know that we are not involved in any capacity with Mr. Nero nor any of his projects as of late last year. Anyone choosing to still associate with Mr. Nero after receiving this letter will be regarded as complicit in Mr. Nero's game. Furthermore, my personal advice for your own safety is to not engage with Mr. Nero, as it has been proven time after time that his behavior is erratic, perhaps even dangerous. Sincerely, Robert Sidney. What the? 7235. Can we get a 1960? I don't think we can get a 2 out of this, can we? $1962? Did I just do 1922 by accident? I did. Oops. There we go. 1962. That was easy enough. Obtained the room 2014 key. All right, we made some progress. We have to call Nero from his phone. We need to go check up on the lady in the garden, and we need to go to room 2014. This game's interesting. It's got a really intriguing start.